Hey there, welcome to Research Methods. My name is Greg, and I'm going to be available as a tutoring resource for you. A little bit about myself. I'm a student at San Bernardino Valley College. I am double majoring in psychology and mathematics. I was a psychology major, then I took Professor Fell's Statistics for the Behavioral Sciences course and ended up kind of gradually falling into, I guess I'm a math major now, so taking a bunch of math classes currently. But I also am super interested in psychology. Especially, I have a particular interest in experimental psychology. I'm interested in educational psychology, and I'm interested in psychology and how it relates to algorithms and things like that. So I have very broad interests that kind of run the run the gamut of kind of the nerdy end of psychology, I guess you would say. Um, but I'm super interested in the research process. I love research, and I think people with my same disposition are going to find that they really enjoy this course because the cool thing about this is you're going to do your own research project and it's going to be really neat because you get to do a research project where it's already a given that somebody cares enough to support the research. You're going to have access to the ability to survey students and get probably around 200 responses to your survey, whereas in the wild that's not a given. You'd have to fund that in some way. You'd have to incentivize it. So it's really cool that you get the opportunity to just say, hey, I'm going to give students any survey I want and they're all going to get extra credit for it, so they're all going to be incentivized to take it. So you get to focus on the fun part, which is research design, data collection, and data analysis, and actually getting to a conclusion without the boring part of making a grant proposal and stuff like that. So that's going to be the content of this course, and I want to frame it that way as an exciting opportunity because it is going to feel, as you're doing it, like a lot of work. And my biggest recommendation for this course is stay on top of it, and if you're having trouble, immediately reach out to me or another tutor so that we can start helping you. You're going to be working on your final paper all throughout the semester. You're going to be turning in your introduction and then your methods section and so on and so forth. I don't remember the order actually, but you're going to be turning in these pieces of your paper throughout the semester. And if you aren't keeping up with those, or if you're turning in kind of garbage ones and getting bad grades on them, you're going to reach the end of the semester and be like, I have to write how many pages? Because you're going to be surprised at yourself how many pages you're actually turning in at the end of the semester. And if you haven't been keeping up, it's going to be an untenable amount of work, especially when you're going into finals in your other classes potentially. So I really encourage you to keep up and come to me. I am super excited about every single process of this. I love academic writing. I love, editing papers and stuff. I used to be an English major way back in the day, so I'm a pretty reasonable writer and editor. So but you're also going to be struggling with research design questions and trying to get from I've got a cool idea, or maybe you don't even have a cool idea and you're trying to think of topics to cover, and I can help with that too. But kind of where it starts getting hard, I think, is I've got this cool idea. How do I actually test it? How do I get data for this in a way that I can quantify and in a way that will be kind of amenable to statistical analysis? And that's something I can also really help with. I'm very good at like operational definitions and figuring out why maybe your stated research purpose is a little bit vague and why we might need to narrow it down a little bit in order to research it, and all kinds of stuff. So if you or your whole group want to meet with me and kind of discuss these questions with me, then I can help you, narrow down your research, get a good research topic. I can help you, figure out how to generate good survey questions if you're doing a survey. I can, when I took this course, another group was doing this crazy idea where they were pulling in tweets. They were doing a search for a certain word on Twitter and pulling in those tweets and using that as their data, and I helped them figure out the logistics of how do you do that, how do you narrow down, because if you want to do that kind of thing, it's called archival data, where the data already exists and all you have to do is sort it in an effective way. Then you're dealing with a different animal, which is, instead of the data doesn't exist and I have to generate it, it's there's infinite data. How do I sort it? How do I pick it? And that's a fun problem too, and something I'm good at. So, talk to me and I can help you think outside the box and get a good research project going and help you get your paper written and help you with all the content of the course. So I'm very excited to do that because I really do. I love research projects and I love putting them together and making them just so and making sure there aren't any little issues in there that introduce bias or anything like that. Also, obviously, there's going to be a midterm and a final exam if it's the same way it was when I was in this class. Those are both open note, open book, so hopefully they won't be too difficult for anybody. But if you do feel like you just need a study buddy to go over it with, if there are topics from the course that you don't quite understand, like I don't understand why this type of research is different from this type of research, I don't understand exactly what this type of research means, yeah, shoot me an email. If it's a short question, I might just shoot you back an answer, but if you want a study session too, we can meet up on Zoom or whatever. So yeah, hit me up. My email is g.lent0395 at student.sbccd.edu. Hopefully that'll be in the description, or else it's in your course somewhere. Check it out, look around, ask Professor Fell if you can't find it. But yeah, email me and get in touch, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and we can set up a time. I'm pretty flexible, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys and helping you out with whatever you need. Thanks.